Hey guys, I was gonna do a little update video on my truck here. If you watched my other one, I was having some trouble with the truck stalling on me. I had replaced the ignition module before this about 3 weeks ago, and I drove the truck for a couple of weeks, and I didn't really have any trouble with it. Everything seemed to be fine, and then it started acting like I was just turning the key off and stalling on me. Crank up, run for a few minutes, and then it got to where it wouldn't run at all. What I had found out in here was I was suspecting that the module on the distributor was bad. I looked at the computer. A lot of people say that sometimes that the caps will they'll start leaking, and the computer can cause that problem. But what I did find out is pretty much the truck should still start. The computer on the truck this old, all it does is it really tells it once it's running how to adjust the timing. That's really all it does. So that light, just run like complete crap, but it should still fire. Well, I don't have any fire at all. So anyway, on this top wire on this module here, there's supposed to be about 10 volts, and what I had on that was, that's out of focus, was about 0.03 volts, and obviously that's not enough to start it. So I took my I had a wiring diagram, and you can see it in the other video, and I traced all these wires, and this wire goes from the distributor and it goes back into the computer, and then it comes out here, and that's called the PIP wire. That's that top wire, that kind of funky looking colored wire there. Well, anyway, what I had on this thing over here was the 0.03 volts instead of the 10 volts, and I checked continuity. You could disconnect this guy right here, and you can disconnect it here, and then disconnect the computer, and you can probe each one of those wires, and you can determine if the wiring's your problem. I'm guessing 99 times out of 100 it's not going to be a wiring problem unless you had some reason. It's the vehicle's been submerged or something crazy like that, or you had an underhood fire. I don't know, but anyway, that wasn't what I suspected. So what I wound up doing was I ordered this distributor over here from Rock Auto. It comes with the cap, the distributor, and a rotary button, and the whole thing was, I think it was $72 or something that was shipped to my door, which I thought was pretty good, because if you take your factory distributor, which I don't know what the hell I've done with that, it has the module in it. You can't just take the guts out of it you have to remove it, and you have to take the distributor apart. And to be honest with you guys, I don't really think that that's worthwhile, because a good quality module is going to run you $40. To me, it's not worth $30 to spend an hour disassembling and reassembling this distributor and hoping that I did it right, and I don't screw it up. It's just less hassle. You may find that $30 is a big deal. So you do have the option of rebuilding if you want to do that. I just chose not to do that. But anyway, to make the long story short, I replaced the distributor in the truck. Truck fired right back up. Came back over here, and I checked out this PIP wire again, and guess what, guys? I got 10 volts on there now. So what I'm assuming happened, and I'm not a mechanic or anything, I went to school to be one, but I'm not a mechanic. But what I do know is that, well, I don't know it. It's just conjecture. Is that module in there was shorting the ground or something? I may take it apart and look at it and see what might have went wrong. But that Hall effect switch in that thing was definitely not working. It was not getting the 10 volts over here. Now, I even went and checked this again with my handy dandy meter over here, and after I got the truck running, and indeed that top wire does have 10 volts on it. So if you got a PIP wire and you've checked the continuity and you don't have 10 volts or anything anywhere near close to that, you put some 10 volts on it, and then when it's cranking around 4 to 5 or something like that. But if you don't have that initial 10 volts on there, you can be pretty sure there's something wrong with that distributor. And this is typical Ford TFI ignition system. I think a large percentage of these old Fords run this. So, and this seems to be a fairly common thing that goes out on these. So I hope by watching this, this might help somebody and save you a lot of hair pulling, because I was pretty frustrated. It took me 2 weeks to figure out what the heck was wrong with this truck, but everything's back up and rolling. And thanks for watching, guys.